What's up, beautiful people of YouTube? Creator Bard with the final part of my three-part series on D&D character creation. In the first two videos, we answered the questions, who were you and who are you? If you brought those characters with you today we'll be answering the question, what do you do? So what is it that you want to do? Do you want to cast spells? Do you want to stealth into and out of combat unseen? Do you want to be on the front lines, dealing and tanking mass amounts of damage? Or maybe you'd rather be the face of the group, charming everyone with your charisma. Regardless of exactly what you want to do, make sure you get it in your head before we move forward. Let's review my character one last time. Thoradin is a kind, giving, intellectual, free-spirited, and charming dwarf, who is seen as a bit odd and largely underappreciated for the good he has done in his home under the mountain. He was part of a long line of ranger-like guards that were known for their prowess in battle against trolls. But he found a different path, becoming a healer through religion, a path that was never really accepted by his family. In fact, this god or goddess of healing and nature that he serves is the one who called him to adventuring to begin with, to help those outside of his home and to spread his or her name. Now here I'd like to amend something I said last video, and just to kind of further develop that divide between Thoradin and what is normal in his culture. Thoradin has kept his religion secret and projected much more medicine than magic when he heals. This is because he doesn't worship a dwarven god and the 9 hells would break loose if folks found out. I've chosen to make his god Oberon, a fey deity of nature, or whatever comparable deity exists in the DM's world. I'd work with the DM to figure out how he was exposed to a fey god and the specifics of his eventual calling, but the initial contact was probably on a patrol. Maybe he rescued some fae from some trolls, maybe some fae who'd gotten lost in the mountains. If you're building a character with me, you're probably pretty new and don't know what all the classes do. If that's you and you'd like to know a little bit more about what each class does specifically, go to my video on the 12 core classes, which should be coming soon, and then come back here to finish up that amazing concept you've got. Well, now that you know what the classes do, pause for a moment to figure out which best fits your character concept. Awesome. I'd love to hear what you guys are making, so let me know what classes you've chosen in the comments below. Back to Thoradin. We've established him as a healer and a religious person, so naturally, for his class, I've chosen Druid. Yeah, I know it seems a little strange at first, but I chose this because of his strong connections to the Fae and nature. Also, Druids have an insane number of healing and utility spells at their disposal, such as Goodberry, Create or Destroy Water, Healing Word, Healing Spirit, Lesser and Greater Restoration, Aura of Vitality, Resurrection spells like Revivify, and more. Plus, Druids are really just priests of the old faith anyway. Once you've chosen a class, you're going to need to pick some proficiencies. Now, each class has its own options for proficiencies, so look at your class's list when you choose. Because we've already chosen a background, our choices should be narrowed down just a little bit. Thoradin, for instance, already had insight and medicine from his background. So, for his class proficiencies, I'm going to go with nature and religion. Finally, we've got those equipment choices. I'm just going to take a shield and quarterstaff, and for my druidic focus, U-wand. And since it does say U-wand or scepter, I'm going to try and talk to my DM about maybe letting my druidic focus be my quarterstaff, so it can like double as a weapon, one-handed, if I lose my shield, two-handed, and my spell focus made of U. We'll see what they say. Bonus points if you have a subclass chosen. Now, you don't have to have this chosen right now, unless, of course, you're a cleric, in which case you do decide at level 1 what your subclass is. Barring clerics, though, you have until about level 2 or 3 before you really have to nail that down. But bonus points if you have a concept for it, where you want to take it. I've chosen Circle of Dreams for Thoradin, in large part because of Balm of the Summer Court, a 2nd level ability that basically gives him a set of d6 that he can use to heal his allies. Really solidifying and delving deep into that healer sort of archetype of his. And there you have it, guys. A character from scratch and a method to get you there. I should caveat this by saying that it's not the most optimized of builds. I mean, it's decent, I think, but it's not entirely optimized. It's just a character that I think would be pretty fun to play. There are several things I could do to make it more quote-unquote efficient, but I think this will be fine for my style of play. If optimization is very important to you, go ham. Like, honestly, by all means, do whatever's fun for you. I have several characters that I've made with quite a bit more optimization, quite a bit more min-maxing, but this was just one that I was having a little bit of fun with for the video, making it simple. Regardless, now that you do have a character, you still have one task left to do. Fill out that daunting character sheet. If that's something you'd like a little help in navigating, check out this video here on the subject. That said, I love you all very much. Until next time, gotta roll.